A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French.
Sheesh. Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
There's the reversal.
On this day.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch. He's all fired up now, King. And I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off.
Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
Listen, if Montel Vontavious Ford was half as good as he says he is, the kid would be world champion by now.
Come on. This is SmackDown's MVP we're talking about.
If you're talking about his initials, I agree. If you're saying he's a most valuable anything, that remains to be proven. What a reversal. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way.
The impressive Johnny Nitro has certainly proven himself as a tag team competitor as well as a singles competitor.
Hold on a second, JR. Every time... Oh, my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely... Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No! It can't end like this! Come on, do something quick! What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
I think it's a real shame how Tommy Dreamer has sacrificed himself over and over for a bingo hall operation like ECW.
Dreamer, that's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. There he goes. He's out of the match.
And over and out. Eliminated.
Boy, what a match. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you gotta admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars... He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
Oh no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum. He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not gonna end well. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his face? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is. It doesn't matter who Umaga's in the ring against or how I feel about them personally. I pity them.
I know what you mean, JR. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. He saw that one coming. Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy as well put together as the masterpiece. He really is like a work of art.
Look, I don't know art, but I know what I don't like, and I don't like Master's arrogance.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
The Sandman is an easy...
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match.
I'm a raw man through and through, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't love to have a superstar like Rey Mysterio on the roster.
Why would you want to do something like that to Mysterio? Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I can't believe he countered that one. What a counter! You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
The scariest thing about Snitsky isn't his size or his strength.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. They call him the Samoan Bulldozer, and you don't get closer to the truth than that.
No kidding. He's just about as big and almost as strong. And the only difference is you can turn a bulldozer off if something goes wrong.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this... I don't believe it! He's been eliminated!
He's going up. This could backfire.
Listen. Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him.
That might be true, but as many of his opponents have proven, that's easier said than done. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
I don't get it, JR. Whenever most...
And there's the elimination. JTG grew up on the main streets of Brooklyn, New York, and this kid's got some hustle to him.
I know. He hustled me out of $50 backstage last week.
I'm sure you're not the only one. He's got quite the head for business, does old JTG.
Boy, Kid Kennedy.
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Talk about intimidating. Snitsky's got everything it takes to be a dominating force in the WWE.
And that worries me. I'd hate to have a monster like Snitsky having his...
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
I'll tell you what, it seems like ever since young Gregory Helms left Raw, his attitude has just gotten worse and worse.
You know what? Yeah, but his career has taken off, JR. The first night he went to SmackDown, he won the Cruiserweight title.
Hey, Helms is a very talented young man. You can't take that away from him. I just wish he had the kind of attitude that allowed me to feel good about his success.
Well, that sounds like your problem, JR, not his. Me? I like his new attitude. I'm glad he finally got serious about his WWE career.
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR. And you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
It's prime time.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it. He's a slippery devil. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
That went nowhere.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
He countered that and made it look easy. You're not going to get him with that one.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely...
These fans love confidence in their superstars. And that's just what they're seeing from... He's been looking for that one good shot, and this might be it.
Oh my gosh! The power of the punch! Hey, ref! I thought closed fists were supposed to be illegal!
I love watching Mark Henry wrestle. No one else in this business can take an opponent apart the way he can.
You say that like it's a good thing. I wish Henry would focus more on winning matches and less on ending careers.
Here's your winner, William Regal.